Good morning, everyone. This week's Torah portion is the only Torah portion from the birth till the death of Moses that the name Moshe, Moses, is not mentioned at all. And there are many answers given as to why. Well, one beautiful answer is that when you read this Torah portion, it's all about Moses' older brother Aaron. It's about how Aaron would light the menorah, the candelabra in the temple each and every day. It's about the 8 priestly garments that Aaron the high priest wore, about fashioning these beautiful royal garments, and how Moses was instructed to enrobe Aaron as the high priest. And perhaps the answer why his name is absent is because when you look into the book of Genesis, there's a running theme of sibling rivalry, jealousy of the younger brother who usurps the role of the older brother. There's the story of Cain and Abel, how Cain murders his younger brother Abel out of jealousy. There's the story of Ishmael and Isaac. Then there's the story of Jacob and Esau. And ultimately the story of Joseph, the younger brother, who rises to prominence and his older brothers envy him. But when God came to Moses at the burning bush and said, I want you to redeem the Jewish people from Egypt, Moses said, but I have an older brother. Shouldn't he be the one? And God said, don't worry. Your older brother Aaron will see you coming to Egypt to redeem the Jews, and v'racha v'samach belibo, he will rejoice in his heart. Not only won't be envious of you, he will rejoice that you were selected. And so, for the first time, the cycle of sibling rivalry is broken in the Torah. And Moses and Aaron is the model, where the older brother Aaron is not envious of his younger brother. He rejoices over the selection of his younger brother. And so now that this week's Torah portion is all about Aaron, the older brother, Moses said, I want to reciprocate that joy, that love. I want to be the one to design, through instructing the craftsmen to make the royal garments, to instruct the Jewish people to bring the oil, so my brother Aaron can light the menorah, and remove my name from the Torah portion, because let this Torah portion be only about Aaron. Let the limelight, let the spotlight, let the honor and the recognition go to my brother. And this is the loving relationship between Aaron and Moses, which stands as a model for all of us to never have sibling rivalry, not within our own families, or as the 10th commandment says, never amongst any of our brothers or sisters. It's a story told about 2 brothers. One was wealthy, one struggled to make a living. And whenever the struggling brother would call his wealthy brother for assistance, he would never want to help him. One day the father was on the deathbed, and the 2 children came running to their father's bedside. And the father turned to the poor brother and spoke to him about his final wishes and his final instructions. And the older brother at one point turns to the father and says, Dad, am I not your son too? The father looks at the rich brother and he says, if he is not your brother, how can I possibly be your father? If we want to be God's children on earth, if we want God to be our Father in heaven, we have to be each other's brothers and sisters.